We streaming? We live? All right. Oh, this is music. All right. Oh, not that one. Yeah, not that one. The Ice Virgin. Is this glitchy? Is this glitchy? The shades. Yeah, Lou bought these shades. They arrived today, and I stole them immediately. I was like, yeah, oh yeah, the blue blockers. The blue blockers, where are they? They're not blue blockers, but they remind me of blue blockers. Blue blocker. These ones. The blue blocker. Oh yeah, this shirt as well. It's falling apart because I wear it too much. Oh, it's really falling apart. It's SimCity 2000. Got it from Uniqlo. Oh, those are the blue blockers. They were a thing in the 90s or whatever. Yes, these are apparently polarized. I don't think they actually do anything for the eyes, but you know. SimCity 2000 is the game that got me into city builders. Yeah, man, what a legendary game. It's there in all caps in my search history. Yes. Yeah, I played it a lot. I was a serial game restarter. I don't know whether these are how the levels are, but man, was it good. In stock, you can still buy it, obviously. SimCity 2000, 60% off. SimCity 2000 still holds a value of 10 Australian dollars. I love that. So good. I wonder what noise they were using to do these. I mean, even this, I love it, this game from 1995 is more high-tech than Daisy Trains. Oh, yo, fire. Oh, disaster. Yep. Yeah, I wonder if Pear and Noise goes way back, to like the 70s. I feel like I'm going back to the 70s in these glasses. Pear and Noise, 83. Oh, they were probably all over it in 1995. Ugh. Levels. Oh, two-dimensional grid of gradient vectors. A virtual landscape. Ken Perlin. There he is. I swear everything comes from some university people or something. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Yeah, more maths. The people that actually like write the maths, I just use the maths. I don't know. Yeah, I'm growing an appreciation for the maths, and you realize you're learning the maths. You don't really realize how much maths you're learning. I mean, especially, I come from it, definitely coming at it from more of a design perspective. So maths is not the thing that I know, but it's weird how by doing even things in Unity, you start to realize how vectors work together and stuff. Or you can multiply them and subtract them from each other to get a direction and that kind of thing. Before you know it, you're mathsing it up. Oh, this is not the mission. We already had that mission. That's just a copy paste. The mission, who posted in the Discord about ray casting. Ray, I'm just opening the code. Ray collision from camera to ray triangle testing. And I'm like, oh yeah, this looks like the one from Raylib. And then I realized the Raylib one is, oh, that was you, yeah. The Raylib one is even the Raylib one's just got a thing at the top, Wikipedia article. This is just from here, the triangle testing. So at some point, triangle testing is someone did that already. Some smart person. The mission today is to get rock Get rocky. Get rocky. Get rocky. Rock out. Just to rock out. First thing is Heidi Mai. Are there any Māori emojis? No. Heidi Mai. Heidi Mai, Heidi Mai. Rock you like a hurricane. Rock. I was like, there's so many rock puns and none of them were good. Rock steady. I thought I made a rock asset and I wanted to do this thing where you can place rocks in water to prevent bridges. I don't know why I'm so fixated on that. We don't even have ocean. I could put in a side quest. Fix the ocean. Rock you like a hurricane. Do I know that? Probably know it if you heard it, eh? Oh yeah, I could go over some things. This is the mega list right now. I don't know why I put these dates. I was thinking like, put these dates and we're working towards some bigger goal of like being able to show the game or something, but I don't know. But yeah, a lot of the stuff I didn't really cover on the stream, but we've got multi-level bridges. We can remove bridges as well. We can place trains on slopes and bridges. We finally, last night I finally fixed the train going up and slope, up slope, down slope. Rail builder, removed grass on preview. Oh yeah. We also did. Oh, I added LUTs the other night as well. Lookup tables for color grading. Maybe I'll do a little run the game. Oh, we need our 3 editor spread. Cannot work with at a minimum of 3 editors. Oh yeah, I did some bug fixing yesterday. What are we in? What are we in mode? Release mode. Visual Studio is definitely the slowest. Oh yeah, did a few things. It's hard to tell what's going on now because everything's so yellow through these glasses. Some small things like the game is actually in a window now. Wow, the game is in a viewport. And it still works. It didn't work straight away. And maybe I need to do like that. So, if I change this window, it still works. This is good. It feels a bit weird to do this. I need to fix those things. Will this remember this window position? I think I've got a thing that says, please expand the window to maximum. You can see the little, using all this memory in debug mode. I feel like this is all probably too small for streaming. Oh yeah. So, man, there's a lot of stuff going on. We have render passes, including this apply LUT. Oh. So this is actually kinda, you don't know what, do we know what LUTs are? Have we done video editing before and color grading? Oh yeah, this is like, the trees are replaced with this one rock model right now, because I was testing it out. A LUT is a lookup table, which is like, in this case, 3-dimensional it's a three-dimensional mapping. Oh, so early. Hello. I'm gonna try it. Daryl Barum Panzi. I think I got that one. Yeah, we're rocking out today. Lookup table is like it's like a transformation of like each color goes and looks at the lookup table and is like, what color should I be? And it's like a way of adjusting, transforming the overall colors. So if I turn off the light, you can see in the cargo stacks, things like the blue and the pink. I mean, this is it's got quite a warm cast to it. But this is a LUT that was made in, I wonder if I can pull up Davinci. Because as my other job is video production, I do a lot of color grading. And the method of color grading, Davinci, hopefully don't kill the stream. Is it going to pop up and show all kinds of weird stuff on my whatever screen it wants? Because it's Davinci. Hopefully the last thing I was doing was color grading this. I might just close this. Oh yeah, there we go. Well, this is good. So I'll close this down. So this, I took a screenshot from the game, and then you can actually go through and color grade using Davinci and mess with all the colors. Even put like these film emulations on or whatever you want to do. So like you would in a 3D render, or like I would. You render the scene, but when you render the scene, it's just the raw render. It goes through a whole process of compositing and color correction and stuff. Engines like Unity and Godot have color correction tools. There's nothing better than Davinci. I mean, you can make wild color corrections like this. Not saying that looks good, but say we thought that looks good. Or I maybe wanna... This is changing the hue of the grass quite strongly. And the density of the color and everything. Say I wanted it to look like that. You can... Is this even showing up? Not really. But there's a little thing, a generate LUT, a 33-point LUT. And I've got these here. I could call this Daisy Trains LUT. Green 1. So that takes all this color grading stuff from Davinci, all the ways that you're pushing the colors around, and generates this LUT file. Which upon inspection, because I was like, well, how does this even work? If I open that file we just made, oh no, who's calling me? Don't call me now. Not right now, sir. I'm sorry, but not right now, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Yeah, so we add this. If I open this cube file into the 10x notepad, it's all ones. That doesn't look good. That doesn't look good at all, sir. But you see, I'll open the other one that I made. LUT Warm 2. Oh yeah, this looks better. So this is like red, green, and blue values for... It's a lot of them. It's a lot of values. It's like RGB for, is it 0 to 1 in 3 dimensions or whatever? I don't know why that this one didn't work. Why is it all ones? What did I do wrong? This PNG file, yeah. LUT, generate LUT, a 33 point cube. Green, replace. Open recent file, green. It's all ones. Doesn't seem correct. Maybe I'm doing something here that's like, maybe it's this thing. Just as I'm demonstrating the power of this. Okay. Oh, let's check that one and make sure that that one didn't work. Open file. LUT, this crazy one. Okay. It's all just ones. What if I LUT generate LUT 33 point cube? 33 point cube. 33 point cube dot cube. Always open with that. Well, that one looks better. It might have been one of the plugins was overriding it. So we'll call this daisy train LUT green. In fact, we'll just delete these. Delete daisy trains LUT green 1. Okay, I'll copy that into the daisy trains folder. Yeah, you're ahead of me. You got ahead of me, but you got there. LUTs. I'll rename it 01 for consistency. So yeah, you got there ahead of me. So indeed, we have this load cube LUT. I don't know if anyone's interested in this. This was like some string passing stuff that honestly I wasn't very sure about. I got some help with this one. But basically you just trim the file and split it into lines and then trim out the spaces and then just save each of these tokens as red, green, blue into this LUT data, which is a vector of, I'll get a bit bigger for you. LUT data is F32 data, and it's just loading all the F32s, all the floats, and then you use them as red, green, and blue. How do we send that to the renderer? As you were alluding to, when we get down to the render post-process pass, we send in, we bind a texture 3D, don't we? Where is the, here, texture 3D, the LUT texture. Oh yeah, you gotta build a 3D texture. You gotta build the 3D texture. This here, textures load texture 3D. So it's the same as making a 2D texture, but you send it 3D data. Yeah. Yeah, we apply that and we've got like a LUT intensity. I even had this thing, but it was breaking for some reason. I was trying to make this thing, I need a, well, first of all, let's load that other LUT. We can go LUT equals LUT cube LUT, LUT dt LUT green of 1.cube, and I'm giving them a name, green 01, and then we load the thing, and then we push it back to this LUTs thing, so we just got a vector of LUT data, and then I was trying to build a little drop down that allows you to select the LUT so you can play around with it. It'd be like, it's a nice idea. I don't know, who is this cool? Who are you talking about? Who's the cool guy? Where? Where? I stole these glasses. Get the full blue blockers. Andy, you'll what's the word? You'll appreciate the blue blockers. I had a dumb way that was I could just local persist const char pointer of LUT names. Is that what I had? I think I had LUT names. LUT names, which is how many we have, which this is a dumb manual way to do it, but for I equals, sorry. One thing about this editor, who's master? Roshi. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm suddenly feel like the game, the visuals went like, which is super better than I thought it would ever look. And I'm gonna put on the sad music and you know, Daisy Trains. You were just a silly little game. Oh, Master Roshi Dragon Ball. Let me look that up. Let me look that up and have a look. Let me bring that up. Master Roshi. I did watch. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, we have to age with grace, and you go through like being young, and then you get old, and you suddenly start looking like you fight with the aging, and you're like, I'm not. My hairline is still. It's all good, and then at some point you just gotta become the old master with the white beard. I wish it would hurry up and just skip the whole middle-aged thing and go to venerable, wise old man. LUT size. So we want that I++. 10x editor, by the way. 10x editor. Love this editor. Cannot go back to Visual Studio Code. Sounds like a real douchey thing to say, but the lag, even the typing lag, and the like, I need to go to the render.h. When you go into VS Code, and every little key press, like, it doesn't matter, but you know, you get used to it. LUT names, I equals renderer dot LUTs, I dot name dot cstring. This is gonna do it every frame, which sucks. We can do a local. This is a bool LUTs loaded equals false. If LUTs loaded not, then do this, and then set LUTs loaded. There's definitely a better way to do this. And then you can just do this begin combo box, I believe. But current LUT. Is this going to work? Without 10x editor, I would have been able to. Without 10x editor, I would have been able to ship my previous game. Yeah, good clarification. Oh yeah, there we go. Will it change the LUT? Oh yeah, it will. Okay. Now I'm just going to turn off a thing in Visual Studio. Always pops up. Hey, do you need me? Do you need me? I'm like, not really. I need you for debugging, sir. I need you to do all the hard work behind the thing, behind the scenes. I have this thing that's like expand the window somewhere. Is it in graphics? Oh. We load the thing. Is it in renderer? We load the thing. Init viewport. Okay. At what point do I ask this thing to go full screen? Is it here? Set window position, window monitor, set window position. What is this? At some point. Is it in game? It must be in game. It sounds like a game thing to do. Is it in UI? I don't even know what the function is. Oh yeah, we search for... Okay, yeah, 10x editor. We're singing its praises because the dude gave me a license to stream with, and I don't owe him anything, but I do own this. He's made a great text editor. It's just, and I don't know, like I don't know whether how relevant it is if you don't use Visual Studio, because it's just linked to Visual Studio. So if your project is building some other way, I'm sure there's ways to use it. Port, is it viewport? GL set. Oh, is it a GLFW? This is an actual IMGUI file. Where do I set it? I know all my code. Okay, make current GL printer, set window position, da 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 da. This find where things are thing is great as well. If you know what you're doing. Platform create window, maximize window. There it is. Okay, do not maximize window. I'm stuck with VS Code because I use remote SSH to work on my projects remotely. Right, I see. Let's actually also do a Genie UI. Set the size of the font large. This is gonna be crazy. Okay, and I'm gonna have to make this every time like this. How good are we? How good? Oh no, that was not the button to push. Neither was that. Okay. Okay, now we've got this giant UI. Oh yeah, okay. Music, calm down. Yeah, true. I mean, I've still got to use Visual Studio, VS Code for shaders, because it's the only one that's got a thing that gives me warnings or anything. Oh, this is the wrong one. It's called screen shader, isn't it? So yeah, we do this apply LUT. So it looks up the LUT and it does this lookup, and then it just returns the LUT, and then you mix. Well, you send it the color, and then it looks up what that color is in the LUT, and then you can mix it based on an intensity, which is set to 1. And this is all in render options now. There is a thing here. If we go in and look around at this, we have a drop down called LUT, warm 1, warm 2. Oh, very different. And then green 1, this is the one we just made. Very green. Oh, it's very green. You can see the little node things become very green. Like, it is quite a strong effect. I write the shaders, but I do. Oh no, not the dropout detected. Please, not the dropout detected. Record. I do get help with some of these things. Like, I try to write as much as I can, but I do ask Copilot when I don't know a thing, and then I try and verify that with something online. You know, I try to do a mixture of like reading online, writing as much as I can, and then getting verification. You just got to watch out, because Copilot can sometimes be a little bit like, "Hey, yeah, you need to do this thing," and you like, oh, like this is the ambient occlusion code, and this. There's 2 versions. This one is the one from Learn OpenGL, and then this is one that was like one made with the help of Copilot. And like, you kind of, it's a good way to learn, I guess, because then you can kind of say, oh, actually what I want is this, and verify it against this one and go, okay, we're doing similar things. It's doing some extra steps, and the Copilot one actually looks a bit better, I think. Oh yeah, if I turn off the LUT, see the LUT is coloring everything regardless. Then the blur of the SSA is important. And it's interesting that like blurring in 2 passes is more efficient than blurring in 1 pass. So it goes through 2 shaders to blur. SSAO blur A and SSAO blur B. So they're essentially the same thing, but because the loop is not nested, it does less things. Don't quote me. Yeah, I mean the thing is like if you were trying to like memorize or I don't know I'm gonna write this stuff out from my brain. There's just too many things. There's so many things. But I think in doing it as manually as possible, at least you like get a like the tough thing to me is not necessarily what's in the shader code. The tough thing to me is what is the render chain. So the render passes to me is much more interesting than what is the mathematics behind. I mean, I get how SSAO works, and that's like important stuff, but I don't think it's important for me to know it, like memorize it. But doing this, the depth pre-pass, all the passes, what order, and then things like splitting the depth, things like what's in the shadow pass. So you got to think like what you're doing for what reason, and the debugging of the stuff. To me, that's a bit more interesting. Like the lighting pass, you think, okay, I need for trees, for example, right? We went through this in the last stream. Like trees, they move, so we need to render their lighting pass through their shader, not the general purpose lighting shader or the shadow map shader. So I've got this thing, if the object has a render flag of a vertex animation, then we need to like switch its view and projection matrix to the light view and projection, and we need to switch them back afterwards for the next stage of rendering. Otherwise you have to write in, well, because I mean this is where it gets complicated. It shares a shader with the grass, with the wind stuff, so then you'd have to maintain 2 shaders, one for the grass, one for the tree. And you want the different vertex animations to be withheld, I mean, to be happening at different stages and stuff. Like, anyway, not doing a good job of explaining it, but also there's no trees now because I replaced them with rocks. But that was just a test. So this here, you see here, I had pine tree is loading rock. So we turn off that and say I want it to be back at the pine tree, and then I had these things. Okay, turn off the buffer pre-pass, because if we just leave that as, now the tree will just render as an object, and it will use the default PBR shader. I wish you'd remember me. Oh yeah, the scales are all weird. They don't move with the wind. So maybe you say, set the shader to the tree shader, and then you're going to get other issues. Now they do this where you're like, so why are they what? Go to the grid. Set the trees. Oh yeah, this is the tree scale. This was just some rock scale stuff. Rock scaling. Oh yeah, so the trees are like doing weird stuff now, and you're kind of like, what's going on? because they're included in the default included in, oh no, now we're just full. Oh yeah, so they're like in this pass, but they're just not. Now they're in the SAO and stuff, and you kind of gotta, this is why I created this situation here with these render flags. So the render flags are like a bit mask that says, you can sort of just say what, you know, what they have and how you can test them later on. And there's this opaque default is you can't even really see it, can you? Opaque default is what is default, and that it says, yeah, it go in the buffer pre-pass and cast shadow and receive shadow and be in the main lighting pass is what most things are. But actually want to clear all the flags, the clear render flags, and then enable tree, which is like a combination. Cast shadows, receive shadows. It has alpha testing in the shader. It needs vertex animation to be taken into thing, and it has the foliage flag. And then we set the shader to the tree shader. And why does all this work? So now we get a bit of result. We get the trees, they move with the wind. Wind strength factor, oh, perfect. Even the little sandwiched grass up here. Robust. I better turn that down because that saves. So yeah, it goes, when it goes into the renderer at each stage, the first stage is the depth pre-pass, and this says if it doesn't have this depth pre-pass flag, just skip it. And this material map probably doesn't need to run. I think it just supposed to be has render flag, alpha test, right? It's probably never going to run. I hope I didn't break anything there. Down. Wow, man, this thing is G position. Yeah, see, they just get excluded from this pre-pass. There's the blurred. Everything in this window is actually rendering to a 2.5K display texture. Normal pass is similar. If it doesn't have the buffer pre-pass, taking notes. Oh, well, don't take too many notes. I mean, like, I'm definitely figuring all this stuff out as I go. And like, I read some stuff. If you read, there's a really interesting website, game graphics breakdown. I don't know what it is called. Frame teardown, frame teardown, game frame render analysis. Man, where is this thing? Did I save it? Bit mask idea to select which render pass an entity is in. Yeah, I don't know if there's better. Probably better ways to do it, but like, I feel like it's kind of simple-ish. Probably a little too simple. Diablo graphics render analysis. Behind the pretty frames, Diablo 4. Pretty frames. Oh, there's one that this person does great breakdowns. There's also a collection of breakdowns. So this person is like a graphics engineer, and they take games and they try and pull out all the data through RenderDoc and see what's going on. And I mean, this stuff is going to be the wildest, most craziest thing, because it's, you know, the big game using the, and it's like Microsoft engineers and stuff. But it is interesting just to see to what, I'm more interested in to what degree they go to, and what is conceptually, like where you should be, like, oh, how many render passes do they do? Lots. They do lots. And they probably got, you know, all sorts of stuff to do things in the most optimal way. Like, this is like mud maps. Oh, minimap, nav mesh. This is a really slow website. Terrain stamper, snow, mud. It takes forever. We'll let that load. Oh yeah, there we go. Clever code is the worst, yeah. Hey, the angle. How goes all the madness in the game jams? What were we actually attempting to do? All we've done is talk. We were trying to, I'll call that Haremai. Okay, rock feature in water. Oh gosh, actually coding is harder than, close it all down. World. I hate that. That's one thing I do hate. World. It just, like, this must be in Visual Studio. It holds on to files that have been deleted in the, like, in its memory of where files are. Like, bruv, they don't exist no more. Just let go. Now we have a thing called a feature. And it's in, like, grid. Fortunately, I had issues trying to build the game for web, then I forgot to submit the entry. Other than that, it was great. Maybe I'll have should I have a new feature, rocks? That sucks. But you know, it's all about the process. 2 missed calls. Okay, feature. Feature type. This is gonna just be a cell feature. It doesn't have to be fancy. Feature. What is a cell? Why is a cell so complicated? A feature. Well, I guess we're doing trees in a different way because no one needs to know about trees. I want it dumb as a bag of rocks. We came to the right stream because the code here is all pretty. That's I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse. Sometimes I'm thinking about something and I'm like, conceptually ask Copilot, like, what do you think of this concept of this thing? And it says, well, you could do this super complicated programming way. And I look at it and I'm like, oh, it looks like a lot to think about, bruh. That looks like a lot. There's a lot going on. Yeah, nothing going on upstairs. Yeah, 0 brain power. This I'm kind of caused an issue internally with the, like, I did this thing. I don't know if this is of interest to anyone. Initially, there's this concept of a rail link, which is like 2 nodes in a direction and an inverse direction. The whole way the rail works is kind of a bit mad, but there's all this code about like directions and stuff. But the rail link make, this guy was like computing a curve offset. So when the train goes around a curve, it needs to know this offset point to do its little curve motion. And I was like, well, you don't need to calculate that every frame. We can just store it on the link itself. But then trains, we're using a different link because they want to know what direction they're going in. It might not be the same as the rail link direction. So they were rebuilding a different structure that was exactly the same as the link and recalculating all this stuff for themselves. I was like, this is mad. So now when the train fixed this thing where it's like, does it set next? This thing here. This code was like all this stuff, all this crap, redoing stuff that it just go get the link, and it needs to change a couple of things based on the direction. It copies the link and makes some changes. But it was like, just, I don't know, sometimes you go through and you're like, oh man, simplify that, because that was all mad. Hello there, 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 hello there. Anyway. This cell structure is massive, which seems a little crazy, but I guess what we need, I guess we could do a thing, editor.cpp. So we have a thing called feature editor, feature editor, update, feature editor update. What is it called? When you spend too much time in the renderer and you forget how all your things work. Feature update, that makes sense. Okay, warehouse build, factory build, stack build, ports, trees. If the build type is equal to feature trees, then we do this tree planting thing and we set it on the thing. Nice work on the recent music video, thanks very much. Yeah, that was a bit of a interesting one. It's just a bunch of random footage mostly, but I think we captured the spirit of the Kiwi. Did it feel very cute? I was doing it and it was like this come on home kind of thing, like calling me home. That's right, calling me home. I was like, oh man, it is calling me home. Feature build type is a feature type which has rocks now. So we can do mark rockers. Yeah, Kiwi as. I mean, it was pretty Māori centric. And I asked them, like, is this for everybody? And well, the director was kind of like, I don't know. Wondering whether you actually wanted texture baking, turning procedural materials into image textures, or texture painting. What I need is, yeah, everything needs to end up, I did it, I felt bad, but to be honest, it felt good. I made a rock yesterday and I did the model in Blender, send to substance, bring back, and do I didn't even know there was I've just learned about the hotkey of like auto bring in PBR texture. So what it needs to end up with is this, which is a base color texture, a metallic grayscale texture, a roughness grayscale texture, and a normal map. And those are what's being used currently. So I mean, it's pretty straightforward what needs to happen. Yeah. And that, I think that's sort of the power of Substance, is it's texture baking. Else if feature editor current feature build type equals feature rocks. We can just do this similar thing. All can place rocks equals true. Yes, go Justin Trudeau. If cell has any feature, can place rocks equals false. That's good. If cell has feature of type, feature rocks, I guess we can say this is just us testing the algorithm. I guess it's fine. If can place rocks, this is going to be very similar. Transform ghost xf. This is all going to be sort of the same. Let's just render a ghost. Cell world position, I don't know where this is going to be. And let's make a model. So I don't know why I'm being all like this. I'm excited. We have pine tree, grass clumps. Let's have a model called rock. Rock. Okay, see you later. Oh, wait. Oh, no, wait. Not see ya, Andy. See ya, Dragon Laser. We're just going to have a single rock model for now. Rock and roll model. Models. Then we want to do around this area of the pine tree. We can just get this. Oh no, where is the rock? This md.rock equals model load rock 1. And then in the editor, there might be some issue here to do with the UI trying to draw a rock. Is it going to crash? Not really. Oh yeah, see the UI is a bit busted because it's now trying to do rock. Did I tell it to, I told it to draw the tree, didn't I? Rock. And yeah. Draw me a rock, buddy boy. A rock, there it is, the rock. The rockers. Right now transparency is all broken. So the idea of the rock, well, what is going on there? What? Say what? What is that? What am I looking at? Lighting? Shadow map? SSAO? G normal? Something in the combination. Sun elevation. Sun azimuth. We are getting these little cutout hairs of this alpha testing. Interesting. I guess it's because of the background. Let's get that green light going. Yeah. Not too sure what that is and when that got introduced. It's like it's around the grass or something. What did I do and how did I make it broken? When did I change something? Was it when I added these trees back in? Render flag tree. Shadowcast alpha test. Blah de blah. Don't quite know what that. I haven't seen that particular bug. What did I changed something. I was all like, oh yeah. I changed this code. For the depth pre-pass. Necessary for trees. Well, we don't actually do this. The depth pre-pass shader. This used to be object dot material dot albedo map. I think it used to be like that. Is this one of these? Never change anything. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, that looks better. Looks much better already. Rock. Rock. Okay. So the thing with the rocks is I kind of want to place them on the water. So they need a special case. Dun, 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 dun. Say the visuals are really coming along. It's a huge step up, eh? I was like, I was saying earlier, I was fearing that like from the original, like, you know, you're just drawing 3D objects in Rayla with no shaders and stuff, looking at it and go, how does it go from here to looking nice? And like, you know, when you're using Unity, you kind of just go, yeah, click on a few things and it looks nice. But like, I'm pretty stoked because it's managed to make use of things for it to look as nice as possible. Which is kind of it's the dream. If cell. So all this is relying on if we have a cell. If no cell, return. And I don't really want to do that. This requires a cell. If cell and. If cell and. If cell and. We don't need to check the cell there. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Andy, if you're still there, I made a list of stuff that was an unofficial list of like, if I had to, you know, make a Steam page or make a first video, like what are all the things I'd want to be in there to feel like I was doing it justice for, if it's somebody's first look, like what are they going to see? And so I made this list of stuff. And I've just been working through it, and it's really good to focus on, okay, these are the important things, get them in there, and maybe they're not final, but they're definitely enough for first look. Still though, it's quite daunting, say, when you get that first, you know, that is what people are gonna base their expectations on. I mean, if anyone sees it at all. But I'm getting to the point where you go, oh, now you get, so I'm like excited about how it looks, so I want to share it. Okay, we don't need if cell here. This is going to be different. This is all going to be different. We're getting overexcited. More coffee. We get the feature editor, we get the level, we get the cell. Feels weird doing front-loaded visuals over gameplay. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I was like trying to also balance it and be like, I feel like the game logic stuff, you know, you spend a bunch of time on game logic stuff and then you like do a bit of graphical representation stuff and you got to keep bouncing back between them. But it is interesting because in the question of a first play test, then the actual game mechanics have to be nice. But in the first visualization or visual look at it, it needs the look needs to look nice. So like, what are you trying to say? And you can see how those like E3 demos and stuff that come out and everything looks amazing. And they're like, wow. And then they play the game and they're like, this game doesn't even look like that anymore because it's just like pure marketing. Just trying to make it look good. Not editor, but input. Game input. Now I just want to make sure we get a thing. Game input H. Do we get a thing that is the mouse 2D world 2D position? I believe the mouse world 2D position floor collision. So every frame we do a floor collision and we get the mouse. Whoa, that's a lot of math. Oh yeah, this is another thing that was kind of interesting. Speaking of which, goal is get enough in there, build a really nice teaser, get the scene. But check this out, Andy. This was a little thing that spent a long time in the doing of. Like the train placing on the tracks, I really wanted it to feel like it made sense. So there's like, first of all, you can place the train on any type of track, and it is like depth based. So it'll test the bridges first because they're over the thingamabobs. But also now, like the mouse is being accumulated what direction you're dragging in. So if you go up and down, it'll change the direction of the train. There's like 2 days of engineering. Oh no, I put the train down to get that right. And there's so many intricacies in this because it's like got to do depth-based like bounding box tests, but I only want the top of the bridge. But on this one, I want to test the mesh itself, and on this one, I want to test the mesh, and then doing all this path finding of creating the backwards rail path for the trains. But yeah, and it's the type of thing that people, hopefully you want the player to not even think about it, just like, oh yeah, the train, I put the train there, when I do that it feels right, and you don't want them to even necessarily think about the engineering. Well, of course they're probably not going to think about the engineering. It's like game developers play games and like Code Monkey. You can see Code Monkey plays a game, and then like a few weeks later, there's a video on how they did that effect in that game, because it's sitting there going, how did they do that effect in that game? Okay, so we basically want to get the mouse world 2D position. So let's just debug sphere and the inputs mouse 2D world position. 0.2f, and the color can be chartreuse. But this is a 2D thing, so we're going to need a vec3 mouse floor position equals this dot x 0.0f and dot z, and then we want the mouth's floor position. Oh, I need it to do a thing. .z. .y. Okay. Other thing with working in 10x editor is it doesn't give you any error hints or anything. And at first you're like, oh no, that sucks. And then after a while you start like mentally error checking your code, which is kind of good. Okay. So we don't have a cell. Yes. So we shouldn't check that. That's the whole point of that, is we do not have a cell. So we can just do like that, can place rocks what we need is this, like, we do it on the world editor where we get the rounded world position, level cube, blah de blah, world editor, where is it? Terrain update, world editor, world state height, tile min. Oh, do I have a function for this? World chord valid. That's probably important. Mouse collision point, tile min, lawn green. Mouse grid position. So where do we set this? Grid world position to floor grid. That's what we need. I love past me that did hard work to create functions that are helpful. World position to floor grid. Okay, mouse floor position, and then vec3 mouse floor grid position equals mouse grid, what is it? World grid, world position to floor grid. Is this, who is the owner of this game? Just converts the world position to a grid position global, not origin. This is just the floor grid 1x1 unit rounding. With these sort of games, I always appreciate little world interactions. Clicking trees and they wobble. Oh yeah, those are good ones. I was thinking about when you place the rail, the grass blades will go. Not super creative, but still pretty cool. Mouse floor position. What's wrong with you? You want a vector 3, and I gave you one, and you just don't know what this is. Pre-processed line. Floor grid position. What? Oh, is this because of vec3? Okay, mouse floor grid position. Oh yeah, still don't do this. I mean, we could now say this is the mouse floor grid position. Yeah, I like that. It's like a, did you play the Warcraft 1? And you could click the little dudes. Oh yeah, look, we're kind of out though. I feel like this is, what is this? Let's draw this at the mouse floor position. Why does this feel so wrong? And you click on the little dudes. Stop touching me. Okay, the rounding looks weird. Is this because... Oh, that is the bottom left corner. We need to plus this by a vec3 of half cell x 0.0f and half cell z, I believe. Actually, I kind of want to draw the grid. Where do we draw that nice grid when we're doing world update? This nice grid here. This could be a, couldn't this be a nice function called draw world grid? Editor.h. Let's make a nice function. This is all UI stuff. Void draw world grid. Draw world grid. Okay, that is it. expressive enough. Put it where? Somewhere around get current level. Oops, excuse me. Void editor draw world grid. Boom. And then up here, world update. This could all just be draw world grid. World grid. Yeah. Yeah. And this. Where were we? Stealth mode. Catch you later, man. Keep selfie. World bounds. Oh, we still need this world bounds. Bounding box. World bounds. World min. Oh, we need this. We need this. Okay, come on, man. Okay. Okay, the rock is in the right place. The rock is in the right place. Is it though? Yeah, it looks pretty good. But we don't want to just place these anywhere. We need to test if we're in the level. Okay, so that's cool. Can place rocks equals true. How do we do that easily? We need to test the game grid. Oh, I hate you, file that does it. Go away, file. Game grid. We need to do a thing called is. I guess we could do a world to coordinates. It would return -1, -1, -1, right? Would that be a thing? Vic3 coordinate equals. This is getting a bit tricky because we need to be. I guess we always have a level selected. Level grid dot world to coordinate mouse floor grid position, and we can text that out on color lawn green, and the message will be grid coord rock grid coord rock grid coord. Oh, I broke the format v3, didn't I? I broke this, so it doesn't really work. He's big. You're gonna save us from substance. Now I need to fix this because I broke this. I tried. It's like half constant chart pointer and half string stream, which sucks. Oh, go away. Where is the thing? Maybe I'll just change these back to strings. It's gonna break all of them though. So why does this not work? Is it because it deallocates the thing? I know, we don't like to support Adobe. It's the only Adobe thing that I use. This is gonna suck. It's gonna cause a lot of errors. String. blimmin' C++ just infecting me. So if I do this, I'm going to get a lot of errors. Converting from T to I32. Oh, I see. Well, let's convert it then. Why is it an I30? Why is it a float in the first place? I have to have like 8 warnings. Oh, this is going to be fun. C string. Yeah, I know, you don't need to send me 7 warnings. What, is that the only time I use it? Really? I only format 1 vector 3 in the whole code? So taking this, I get grid coordinate. I get gobbledygook. I don't like that. This is 0, 0, 0, yeah? And then this is still, this is like, Oh, is it because it's a float game editor? Is it because it's a just take me back to where I was? Oh, it's sending back the C string. Do not do that. Do not deny. Do not do that. Just recording finished. The texture baking now. We're gonna listen, man. It sounds like this is gonna be something I'm gonna need a blooming PhD for. And be like, hey, here's the simple way to do things. Okay. Why it doing that? Is this because it's sending back floats? Where's editor? Oh, this needs to be C string, right? These are the things that hold us down, hold us back. Okay, so the rock grid coordinate, okay, that thinks it's a valid coordinate. So it's getting the wrong one. We need to do it from the mouse floor position. Let's get it from the mouse floor position. Down, 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 down. Okay, this should be -1. It's rounding wrongly. It's wrongly rounding. Interesting. World to coordinate. This is the Y position is sometimes out, so it does this downwards. I don't want to mess with this stuff. But this does seem... world position to floor grid. This converts the world position, blah de blah. But we floor the position. Yeah. I still am not properly convinced. Give me the yap. -1, -1, -1. I mean, maybe this doesn't matter because I just don't. Well, technically, we still need to go get the cell. It's still off by 1. Is it going to be off by 1 up here as well? It gives me an extra 1. Oh, unless... I don't know how big that level is. Okay, it's 2 there, there, there. Still off by 1. See, it's 0, 0 to 0, 0 both times. Okay, it's close enough. We'll do another check. We'll go cell, point to cell equals level grid dot get cell at coordinate if cell debug bounding bbox cell bbox min. We need this to have a, I need an overload that just sends the bounding box. This is crazy. Medium aquamarine, I believe. So we're still off by 1. Oi, oi, oi. Oh yeah, we're getting there, buddy boys. We're getting there. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's getting that. Okay, now it. Okay, we're getting off by 1. For some reason. Don't know why. Must be something to do with the rounding. Let's put a little train down. Let's change the LUT. Let's change the sun azimuth. Oh, I love the long shadows. They do start to like freak out though. How long? Oh, you can see there's some issues with the shadow max. Far clip max. Or the min. Either way. Dun, 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 dun. I'm on this little wide aspect, which is kind of funky. If I go that way, they're going to get bigger. Ooh! This console be consoling me. Yeah, we finally fixed these rail curve interps. They're a bit better now. Oh yeah, see, here's a bug. So I want to put it on this cell, but at this point here, it's casting through and seeing if I land on this slope. I actually fixed this for bridges. Oh no, I put a train down. I bumped the thing. Please don't crash. They're gonna crash. There was a bug where, like, you want to put this train here, but it, oh, let's open up verticality. Yeah, I wanted to like put a train here. Sorry if this is poorly explained. But at this point, it first tests the bridges. So it would actually encounter the... I'm pointing at the screen like you see where I'm pointing. It would encounter the bounding box of the bridge and test that as positive. So that it then has to test if the current cell is closer than the bridge, which it does correctly, but I just don't think I put that logic in for, well, it's really weird to move for this thing. So here it starts to test positive on the slope. Let's go for a choo-choo. The shadows will be a bit broken in this instance. Rollercoaster time. Point of view, let's go. Speed it up. This should have warnings on it. Yeah. Immersion. We are the train. Yeah. POV camera. Kind of glossed over some of this stuff. Oh, we're climbing. It's like a roller coaster. Yeah. Entertainment value. All right. If you're bad at programming, just don't worry, just cover it up with fancy visuals. All right, we're back. We're back to creating, making sure that our debug bounding box rock features are correct. That's the kind of thing like, is that an important feature? Are people going to ever push that button and look through that camera? If so, you've got to like re-stage all the rendering to take into account this different thing, the shadow maps and all that. And I think yes. Okay. If cell else can place rocks equals false. We'll say if cell initialize can place rocks equals false. So we only want to really put them where there's nothing there. I kind of want to be able to put like different rocks. I kind of want it there to be like water rocks and normal rocks. Maybe we'll change this to ocean rocks. Okay. Now what do we need to do? We need to then let the cell know if we can place the rocks. If is mouse button pressed, mouse button left, add rock feature to this cell. Ocean rock feature. Rock feature. Cell feature. Oh, is there an add feature? Add. Feature dot type equals feature ocean rocks. Is that all we do? I'm sure there should be an add feature. Set feature. Okay. Feature trees, case feature trees. So this kind of does nothing. Shouldn't we do the planting of trees here? Probably. Case feature ocean rocks. Break. So we go add some tasty rocks. Cell set feature ocean rocks, and we just want to set avoid pointer casted null. believe. Okay, so testing this, we can do it, but we can only do it when there is this. It will let me put a rock there, right? Boom. Click this cell set feature, ocean rocks. And of course it's in release mode, so it'll just like not do that. Okay, cool. Maybe we'll have a thing. We got these methods. We got this plant grass, update grass clear, grass void, add ocean rocks. So this will go in here and call add ocean rocks. And probably this should be in here, feature trees, because in editor we're probably setting the trees, plant trees, set feature. Why not have that here? Why have a switch statement if you're not going to use it? Hey buddy, you right there buddy boy? What time is it? Oh, they probably, they should be okay. Oh yeah, we get rid of these dead thingamabobs. Do you know anything about ECS? Yeah, I kind of looked into it for the space game, and I made like a budget version. I think ECS is like ECS is like entity component system. So you have an entity, which all it is an ID. And then you have a component, like you have a thing like say a mesh, collider, a component can be anything that you want this entity to have, position, rotation, scale. So you break all the different components down into these things, and then you have a list, like a vector of all the meshes in the game. Something like this is probably oversimplified and dumb, but. And then each entity looks into the list. So you go, okay, for each entity, there's like whether the ID is the index or there's an ID to index thing. You go through each entity and you go through like positions, and then you get the entity ID or whatever. And then you create a position, a rotation, for all the components. You split all the components up into these lists. They're all separate and they're all like packed into these arrays. And then the entity goes and looks up the position. Well, if you want the position of the entity, you go find it by going, what is the entity ID? We'll go get its position. And the systems are like update positions. And you go through all the positions and, you know, 0, ... You go through them all and you do them all at once. Update position plus equals velocity or whatever. And then you do update rotations. So it's a way of splitting the data out. Now it's a way of making, because like for example, my cell struct on here is bad because it holds so much data. The size of it, every time, if we wanted to iterate through a lot of cells, it'd have to go fetch the memory of the cell, bring it all in, and it's way too big to fit on a cache line. So it has to keep going and accessing it from memory, and that's one of the slowest things you can do, is going to actual memory and getting data. So the idea of things like entity component systems are like, let's go get like 8 positions at once, and they're all on the fastest cache in the CPU, so they're all sitting there ready to go, and we can operate through them super fast, rather than going and getting an entity that's got like blah 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 blah, all these things. You go get one entity and you have to go fetch the next one and the next one. It's around like data orientedness. There's some good talks by Mike Acton on data orientedness. It's a whole different way. It's like the opposite of object oriented. And, you know, you could say that you could class this as object oriented. I'm just trying to be like, I'm just trying to make things work, and I'm not smart enough to make it work in other ways. But for example, like each cell has all its tree instance data and grass instance data. But it doesn't have to. You could have a cell ID or something, and then you could have some other struct that holds all the grass instances on the level, and then go through them all and draw them. So it doesn't need to be stored on the object. But I'm just doing it because otherwise I'll go mad in this. Maybe down the track you start going, okay, how can we minimize the cell? Like, over here, if I look at a cell, it is 432 bytes. Whoops. And you can even do the memory layout, and you look at it, and this is like what each thing is taking up. And you see here, oh, okay, it's got 24 rail node pointers, which is a lot of bytes. Yeah, data oriented is like the theory that you should be thinking about how the difference between modeling the world, modeling your program, like your program is trying to be modeled how you see the world. So you're saying, oh, well, that's like inheritance. Like this is a dog, and a dog is a animal. That's like OOP. Object oriented. So you think of it as an object. Well, this is a cell, and the cell has all this information on it. But data oriented is more like program is modeled on how the CPU sees the world. And the CPU likes to get information in chunks, and then it can do things like vector. It can do like SIMD, like it can do multiple calculations at once on like data if you load them in the right way, and you give, this is like for ultra performance oriented stuff, and for people that do like core engine programming on big engines and stuff, with stuff that needs to run really fast, and they've got a ton of data to work with. You've got lots of objects doing transformations and all this. This is the kind of thing that like makes the difference. But you know, like Daisy Chains is kind of designed to not have those problems yet. I guess. I don't really know enough about it to be able to say, to know what to do. It's definitely interesting, but it is also like, do you need to update a million things? Like it's literally the difference between, oh, we can handle 1,000 or 2,000 or up to 10,000 things. That's fine. But do you need to do like 100,000, 200,000 complex transformations? Like things like, you look at that game Space Marine 2, and you look at all those, how many aliens it gets on the screen, and you're just like, there's some techie engineering stuff going on there, because that stuff is not just, you don't just go draw model, you know. It doesn't just work like that. I mean, I have no idea how it does work. Someone was posting things with Raylib, like doing, it's like texture-based animations or something. I don't know how any of that works, but there's some good videos by the people that made Ghost of Tsushima, and there's like a video on world streaming on the wind system, on the grass system. And you go listen to those people, and you don't have a clue about like 90% of what they're talking about. It's so high tech. Like they're breaking things down to like all the GPU, everything's on the GPU, and the way they're programming it is so like, I don't know. How do you learn? I don't know how you learn that stuff other than go working for yet. Okay, what are we doing? We're going to do a whole nother thing, vector of, I'm just going to add another massive list of Genie render instance data. And after saying all that, I'm going to add way more stuff to this thing. Rock instances. Because I mean, you just got to get it. You got to get it going. You got to get it flowing first. You got to get things working, and then you might go through and do optimizations. What are we actually doing? We're planting. Oh, we want to do cell set feature ocean rocks, and then we made a thing called add ocean rocks, but we didn't actually add. Plant trees. It's going to be similar to this. We could just do this, have this as a custom, as a function. But whatever, we'll just write it again. I like this one, it's quite nice. Void, grid, cell, add ocean rocks. And then just copy all this stuff. So I can say rocks instances.clear, we'll just clear these. Do we at some point reserve this? We don't care, I guess, because this is a thing. This is the thing that we don't really worry about. So all this code is kind of the same. We could think about making this into a function, because we've got max tree plant attempts, max trees in cell. You could have these as things. Let's have a look. We have the boundary. So what this is doing is we're getting the cell bounds minus a little boundary, and then we're setting this world position to always be at the top of the cell, and then we're going through as many times as we allow it to try. For as many as we try and plant, and we set this number of attempts to 0, and then we find a random point on the cell, and then we check all the previous positions to say, are we within this spacing distance or not? And if it's okay, then we break. Otherwise, we increment number of attempts, and it can only try so many times. And it collects a vector of positions. And then we do this thing, so we go through those positions, and we create an instance data transform. We'll call this rock xf, world positions. This was the scale I used for rocks. Let them be this and that. The color, I did a little color interpolation. Instance data instance, and then we want to put rock instances.pushback instance. Oh, I didn't change that. Rock xf. He's back again and edited it up. YouTube needs better emoticons. Yeah. So that's cool. And now I guess where we go to world, is this where we render stuff? Update world, draw world. Draw the world. Okay. Cell.tunnel flags. Trees. Render trees only if the cell is visible. Yeah, indeed. Rock instances. Dragon laser making mahi matter on a Monday. Except it's Tuesday. It could be Monday where you are. Rock, cell, rock instances. Rock instances. Tint color. Okay. That's all. So there's this speaking of optimizations. Every to make the grass go a lot faster, the grass was like sending each grass to the renderer and uploading it to the GPU every frame. But that doesn't need to happen. It only needs to happen every time we change the grass state. So it happens once when we do that. And that's it. And the rest of the time it just uses what's already on the GPU. We don't see anything. And if you think about it, that can be done for almost everything in the game that's not moving. Cells, trees, stuff and things. But it needs a robust system. Rocks. Dude, I pressed the rocks button. Does it skip any cells that are... Oh, it's not active. Oh. Maybe we need to activate this. Oh, no, we don't want to activate the cell. Monday here, 8 p.m. Oh, you're on AES too? Come on, man. You're on AES too. It's Tuesday, bro. Sorry to let you know that. And it's 11 a.m. Wait, Australian Eastern Time. Get out of town with that. Daisy Trace my Playmobil here. The closer you get to Legos, the better chance you've got. Okay, this case in point. Game grid. We have this situation where the cell has ocean rocks, but because it's not actually activated, it doesn't go through any of the processes of drawing. And we don't really want to activate it because it's a inactive cell. So we're going to have to store these rocks elsewhere. Oh yeah, see here, I've got this vector of map4 tree matrices, which is not used anywhere. So it's like on the grid. We could just... Yeah, okay. This is where we're like, oh, maybe we just need a little cheeky standard unordered map of coordinates to a vector of instance genie render instance data. This is where it starts getting hectic, because then it's going to be like, we can't compare these things. Cell rock instances. Cell coordinate to rock instance map. This seems easy. Playmobil. Oh yo. Playmobil train, correct. Yes. Why are their trains more high-tech than my trains? Lovely. So we'll get rid of this rock instances. We will say, then we need to collect the instances. I guess we can get a pointer. We want a vector of instance data, render instance data, reference, rock instances equals grid. This is this thing drives me crazy. The cell doesn't know what grid it's on. I think we should add that to the cell. Grid 3D. We don't know what a grid is either. We need to for declare this. This is grid 3D. Type destruct grid 3D pointer grid. I feel like this is all bad stuff going the wrong way, the wrong flow matrix. Game grid. So we add this, we add the cells. Now when we initialize the cell, we can say cell grid equals this. Grid. So grid rock coordinate to rock instances map coordinate. Where do we get error? So many errors. Okay. We need another bracket. That's important. So that's legal code. I guess we could get the rock instances at the top and clear them. Okay, so we don't want to do this. We kind of want to do it, but we want to do it for the level, the grid, level, draw terrain, render terrain cells. And then underneath that, end active cell loop. That doesn't even look like the active cell loop at all. This is the active cell loop. No, this is the active cell loop. So down here, now we want to get vector of render instance data rock. Oh, we actually need to do for. We need to do some for auto reference. This is where C++ takes over. Pair in grid. Do we have the grid? Grid rock coordinate to rock instance map. Pair dot. Okay. Instances equals pair dot second. Is this legal code? It is. We know we're C++ code writers. Then we need a render. Okay. This is the vector of them. Then we need the render of instance data reference rock instance equals. Oh, we need to do the loop on that for I32. I've got this new thing. Don't use I inside of. Don't use I, because see here, I'm using I, and then inside the thing, I'm using I again. This is bad. This should be tree index, but see, it's changing the one up there as well. Is this a thing? Let's get render instance data reference instance tree instance equals cell tree instances tree index. Oh, this is the scary music. Tree instance. Tree instance. Break this down to make it look nicer. Because who knows what the I is doing? Rock instance. Oh yeah, we're making the thing rock index equals 0. Rock index is less than rock instances dot size. Rock index plus plus. Come on, bud. Instance data rock instance equals rock instances rock index. And then we can render the model. Add static model rock instance dot. See if this code be legal. Ding dong ding ding ding. Oh, we're brightening up in here. We're over bright. Oh, we can select rock. Boom. Rocks, buddy boy, rocks. Rocks well. Okay, so we don't want them to be on top. We do not want them to be on top. We want them to be down low. So that is easily fixed by saying what this Y position is. And why split this over such large lines? Oh wait, we need that. The position Y world position equals plus equals and we just don't do that. Oh. World position. This level has become a bit hectic. Default. Okay. Rocks. Without our ocean plane, it doesn't make a lot of sense though. One thing we're not doing is taking into account the scale of the rock versus the position. So we could have this, make this boundary bigger, but it still doesn't take into account. You could default. Rock. Oh yeah, well they sit nicer inside the thingamabob. I quite like that they get get close to the edge though, but maybe it's good to know. Boop. Well, there we go. We data oriented the rocks up a bit. Now the rocks don't live on the cell, and we could do that with the trees and with the grass, with everything really. I guess there's a little slowdown with doing that whole map thing, because I don't know if we need. Well, I guess it's a lookup. So if I wanted to remove the rocks, I could go find that based on the thing and remove it. I wonder how hard it would be to get the ocean drawing again. Because before we had to draw the ocean. Well, now we've just got. We just draw the ocean. We just add it to the render queue, right? The ocean is da-di-di-da. We load the ocean plane. Render flag main lighting, shadow receive. We need the ocean back. Come on, man. Let's look at our notes. See where we got to. The plan was to rock feature in water. Boom. Fix the ocean. It's all coming together. Okay. So now, why don't we just, in the world, why don't we just add the render to draw the thing and add an instance of it? World simple basic, world load, draw ocean plane. So I don't know why it needs to do it this way. It's only because we don't need that at all. Oh, is it because I just didn't have this stuff set up? Well, we have this thing, this horrible function that needs to be fixed, but I just have not fixed it. Ocean. So if object shader equals shaders get ocean. I don't know if these glasses are helping or giving a massive headache, TBH. Then we need to get the world and just make sure we set all the right stuff. Why do we do this? We're using the PBR, but we're not using, okay. I wonder why. Because it's like, didn't want to use instancing. Object shader set all these, because this apparently is what it is. We do want to use instancing. I guess we want to also I'm going to put this in here. I don't think maybe it doesn't need to be in there. So all it is it's just trying to say like, do these things, but don't do those things. So surely, if I was just say on update ocean, at the end of this, draw render object. Oh. Can I just render add static model to render G-game models ocean plane, and we should have an overload that allows us to send this ocean instance data dot model matrix ocean instance data tint color. Don't do this. We don't need to do all this. What happens? Do we get our ocean back? Where the ocean at? Shader, object, model, parent model, name is the ocean plane. Game models. Don't clear the render flags. Just render it like normal. Just render it like normal. Is it gonna... I see no ocean. Do we need to buffer the data? I feel like we do buffer this instance data here, but let's just see if we get anything on the G normal. I don't think we're drawing the ocean plane, are we? How big is the log? 400,000 lines. Compiled the ocean fragment shader and vertex shader. Oh wait, why is it rendering through the... Why is it wanting to render this PBR? I don't think this is... This is just to draw a plane in place of the ocean for depth texture. Okay. Well, we don't want that. When is this ocean update called? Game world, update ocean, yeah. Do we not call it? Oh. What happened to update ocean? World update. World draw world. World update ocean. Who would not call update ocean? Where did I delete it from? Oh, there it was. Okay. We have a error thrown at game world update ocean. Okay. Okay. So that was because it was overly technical before. Don't put that there. Put it after there, so because it's calling UI stuff, which is bad. Still no ocean. Which trees? These trees. They're a little basic. They're a little basic. Are we getting the that looks like the ocean is appearing there. And look, there's another clue. We're getting ambient occlusion by the water's edge. Shadow map lighting. It just doesn't seem to be combined. Green. Lovely. So at what point do we not render the ocean? Game world. Update grass. Update ocean. Oh. You know what it might be? Whoa. Game shaders. Okay, so somebody tell me how to do this. So each shader needs to be updated each frame. But, oh, I do it in here. I already wrote this thing. So there's a function pointer with each shader, because these ocean shader, grass shader, tree shader, I'm like, okay, they're not core engine shaders in my mind. These are the game specific shaders. So they all need their own update functions, which is in the game. So they call this update ocean. We get the environment. I mean, they could be engine things, but you know. We set all this, the light direction, light color, light intensity. What is the other thing that we need to do though? Do we need this sunlight space matrix? In fact, where's the PBR? Well, oh yeah, it's a totally different shader. Genie shaders, it's really fun because things are all in multiple places now. This PBR, okay, let's, oh. Well, it's not really gonna cast shadows, is it? It's the ocean. We could say MD ocean plane, disable render flag cast, shadow cast. I still don't think this is going to fix our problems. Ocean, none of this changes anything. Okay, I feel like we're doing things in two places. So update thing, and this looks like it does a bunch of that stuff too. Update ocean. So we bind all these textures. Oh yeah, this is doing weird binding stuff. We don't really want to do this. This is all bad. This all needs to happen in the graphics, dude. Yeah, we need to bind all this stuff. Yeah, this is all important. This just needs to be in the flippin' editor. And all these shader things, I feel like we're doing them twice. Then we need all these settings to be something else. First of all, I think we can get it to work by just doing, we get the ocean normal map. We just do all this stuff over here. GGame models ocean normal map, render lighting buffer, depth texture. What is this? Oh, okay. Well, this is, we do have a, yeah, whatever. I don't know what this is and why this is important. I don't think it is actually. That was when it was rendering PBR. That's something else. Get rid of all this. Bloody blah, bind vertex array. We don't need to bind the vertex array. Dun 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 dun. Okay, now do we get something? Oh. Okay. This is the problem. We don't know what these things are because they're not part of the... See, we're doing this in the graphics in the Genie thing. This is why this needs to be like... This needs to be like... These need to be function pointers. Initializing of the render batch needs to be its own function pointer. So maybe I'll just store these on the models.h. So we've got these ocean map, medium, small, and large. We'll put them on the renderer. Models where this equals, so this can be renderer. Do we have renderer? UG renderer dot. Those guys. Models load blah de blah. Get disable the blah de blah. So we're, what errors will we have here? Still these ones, so we can say this can change to renderer. Yeah, we're kind of just like not binding the right. Where's the issue? Oh, I've got two dots. We're not binding the textures for the shader and stuff. It was all running through this because I was like, I don't know why, but I was doing it like after the main render loop, rendering the ocean after, but now the renderer has support for all these types of things. Still no renderer, come on man. So the normal, it's there, it's there. Shadow map shouldn't see it. Lighting, it's not getting to the lighting stage. So go to the renderer. Oh, no, it should be buffered because we've gone to depth prepass. It's getting here. It's being buffered, so it's there. We do render it, then we go through all these. Shadow pass happens, the lighting pass happens. Tree shader, oh, so we go, if it has a render flag, main lighting, it should have that. We should get all the way to here. If the shader is, oh, we don't ever activate the shader. Surely we bind the shader right at the beginning, right? Use program. We use the program, we go through it all. We draw render object instances. We use the program. So at what point are we doing something wrong? Texture 0. Oh, do we need to also set these ints? What is the name? I haven't been in this shader for a while. Ocean fragment shader. We don't use this, we don't use this. These. Cool, man. You noise normal large. Ocean normal map large 1 0, sorry. Set int. Where was I setting? Was I just never setting these? 0, 1, 2, and we're not using the depth map, so it shouldn't matter. I feel like I'm missing a step. But we are getting here, just to confirm. Dun 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 na, na, na. Oh, did we set the shader? I feel like we did. How am I doing? Oh, one's asleep in the crate. Ooh. Okay, we have the object. The object is the ocean plane. The shader is update ocean shader, ocean normal map ID. We bind the shader, we do all the stuff. We tried a buffer the instance data, but it should say is buffered, so we don't do it. And then we draw the object instances, object shader. Instance data size 1 model matrix. What rows? 130, 130, 130. That's the scale, right? Draw elements instanced. Bada bing, bada boom. Drawn. Then we're on to the blossom quad. And wait, why are there blossom quads? 0. Oh, come on, man. Still trying to draw them? We could do something drastic, like just try and draw. Oh, is it behind the fog? What other settings do we need to set in this ocean thing? Man, this way this is done is doing my editing. Draw ocean plane. Let's just get rid of this. Get rid of it. Because we're not doing it in this silly way. Ocean, bloody blah. Set map 4, view matrix. Did I do something weird to this? Oh yeah, I started trying to do chaotic depth map something or others and got highly confused. Yeah, the ocean was supporting fog and everything. Don't worry about the depth map for now. Oh, I know what it'll be. We're not treating this like a PBR thing. I mean, an instance. Because it actually needs to follow these same things. Because we're putting it through the same paces. Ocean. Vertex shader. Yeah, so we need normal text coordinate, a tangent is good, but we also need these two. And we don't need model or view. Frag position equals, so we can say map for model matrix equals a instance matrix. Because we're rendering through the instancing. I don't know why. Just because it's easier. Model matrix. And then the model linear is mat3 model matrix. And then the projection is, oh, we didn't need view. We did need view, my bad. Just not model. Okay. So view and projection are the same. U view, U projection. U view, U for projection. So I don't think we're using these ones. And the ocean fragment shader, U view, U projection. No, we're not. So we don't need to set these. Renderer is just short for Genie renderer. I usually grab it at the top of the function just to not have to write out that there is only one renderer. Okay, break, continue. Oh, I see something. Looks good. Oh. I wonder if it there it is. I wonder if it's trying to go through shadow pass and being like, just don't bother with shadows right now, because otherwise you need to set the, you need to do all this the shadow map, and you also need the, let's just not do it and see if that fixes it. And I like this about the flags, you can OR them together. Render flag shadow receive, get rid of that as well. I wonder if this will help. I think it's drawing it twice or something. Oh no, that doesn't help. What is happening there, sirs? Depth only. It's not very helpful. SSAO looks alright. Shadow map looks alright. The lighting, it's in the lighting stage. Just making sure we're, oh yeah, you know what, yeah, you're right. You know what it is? You know what this is? This is that the ocean vertex shader, so this GL position calculation needs to, because it's copying the, when we do the depth prepass, right? Depth prepass. We store the depth and then we copy this depth. So this calculation needs to be exactly this calculation. I mean, they need to be the same. So we do the A position. We could just exclude the ocean. Another ocean gone. Another ocean gone. Is it failing the depth test? Or something? still getting through here. It's getting through here. But at the lighting, we lose it. Are we bringing in, we're getting A position, yes. U view, U projection, A position. PBR dot vertex shader. What do we do here? Oh, we need to times it by the model matrix. That sounds important. That seems important. Yeah, I think this doesn't really need to be in the AO. What's happening? Why am I not running? Are you running? Run. I don't think it needs to be in the general depth AO. What's happening, man? Build, rebuild. Oh, the slowest rebuild of all time. Man, he's snacky, just a sec. Someone wrote a comment that was like, there it is. Someone wrote a comment that was like, I'd love to watch your streams, but I can't stand the mouth noises. I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah. Why so shiny? It's so shiny. Rocks. Boom, 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 boom. Oh look, they got a little AO. Are they under the water? They kind of, maybe they need to go down a little bit. Chewy trains. Minus 0.2F. Ah. Oops. Oh yeah, this ocean color is all wrong. Nice purple ocean color. Oh, the deep dark ocean. That ocean looks awful. Is this doing anything? A little bit. It looks like a shiny cloth. The noise is all wrong and this is all wrong. Everything's all wrong. You can just see all the noise going. It looks better when you just can't see so much. Actually, have a little low light. The nice warm sun color. So I guess the point of this is like bridges. They need to stop bridges being built. See, right now you can't build a bridge there. It knows there's a bridge there. Little ambient occlusion around that, buddy boy. Yeah, we definitely. What happened? What happened? Whoa. Crashed. Yeah, the whole reason we're on this mad expedition of rendering is partly... Oh, I need to change these defaults. That just looks so bad. What is it? Oh yeah, there. Is because I was trying to figure out how to do stuff like that exactly. I was trying to figure out how to do the shader, the edging shader. And for that you need the depth texture. I was like, well, how do I get a depth texture? And I'm reading. It was like, what you really want to do is have a whole lot of stuff. You need the depth pre-pass. You need to do all the things. Yeah, well, there's definitely going to be levels where I'm imagining, let's say, control new. Sorry about this, ocean looks a bit hectic. Whoa. Let's just calm that down a bit. So say we have a level. Why are there rocks there? I guess it doesn't clear the rocks. Yeah, you can start to have levels that are a little bit more trickier, like, I don't know, this isn't going to be very tricky. Oh, you can also have bridges. The bridges will respect different levels. So maybe you got to get over these rocks. Like these rocks, you're like, oh damn, I can't, I want to take my train across the bridge here. And you go like there and there. And then you realize I can't. Well, you can. That's the next thing, is to put the rules in place. It's all IamGUI. There's no more Raylib. Raylib has become gone. Why is there that there? Little brain teasers. Zoop. Yeah, so you should be allowed to build them above, but not on the level. Yeah, well, the story there was I was trying to learn graphics, and I couldn't quite. Like Raylib gives you this lovely layer that just sort of sorts the graphics for you, but I needed to actually start to know what all that stuff was. And it almost became easier to... Oh yeah, we need to render the ocean as a separate pass on the transparent pass, because right now it just doesn't provide anything underneath. Like the... yeah, and so yeah, I had to kind of just go down to the beginning. Actually, Raylib is quite clever in that it does some interesting batching stuff and supports like OpenGL all the way back to like OpenGL 1 and stuff, and you're kind of looking at it like going, oh, this is cool, but I don't really need this. And also it just, yeah, it was a good educational step. But definitely reference Raylib a lot with like, how does the clock function work? How do we get delta time? How do we do the keyboard state? So what's wrong with that? It's too high. So this is too high. Beep, 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 beep. And that'll let me build a bridge there. Yeah, boop. Yeah. Love the bridges. GUI. It's what we're using for writing desktop applications. It's very easy to work with. Oh yeah, that's a problem, when you have like, it's just too high for the bridge, and then you're like, oh well, I guess I need to put blocks there. I never quite loved Raylib, mostly because of the naming conventions and SDL folk. GLFW plus pure OpenGL, right? Yeah, I was thinking of using SDL instead of Raylib, because I was like, once I was starting to, and then I was like, oh man, I still just don't even, I don't know what SDL was like. I can render for you. I'm like, wait, you're rendering? I was still too kind of noob. I needed to see it. I needed to see it in the nude. Lovely. I needed to see it nude for myself. But because, yeah, because then I was like, oh, how does the IAM GUI render? Well, it renders to OpenGL. You just go, oh, okay. You just send it the render. You send it, oh no, the train is gone. Oh no, I've lost the train. This is a bug. What am I looking at? Oh no, we're not a numbering. I didn't save that level, I like that level. Whoops. Yeah, this is the thing though, like, this was the thing that, it's a skill issue, but I just felt like even using Raylib as a static library, I was like, oh, I'm going to bring the whole of Raylib into the project in here. And I had Raylib. And yeah, I had Raylib in here. And I was like, that's cool. So I can step into functions and see what's going on. But even that was like not bulletproof and kind of annoying. I was just like, oh, I just want to kind of minimize the amount of stuff going on that I'm not like across. And then I add IMGUI, dear IMGUI. But like, how does the clock function work? How does the delta time work? How does the keyboard input state work? I just felt like if I was replacing Raylib with SDL, it would just be the same thing. Just another big library that does all this stuff. And it would probably be a better idea, actually. A lot of these things are good ideas for actually moving forward. But, you know, I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying the process until you get to like audio. Oh no, I need animated models. I mean, there's a reason people use SDL to like even like, didn't Baldur's Gate use SDL? Like at some point it's just, I know what I'm doing. I don't need to write all this stuff myself. Yeah, fun. Yeah. If we were to... Oh, yes. So if we were to flag the... This... Maybe it still can receive. It can receive shadows. Ocean, although that... No, that's not going to work. But we will try plain render flag transparent. See what happens. Because it kind of needs to render on top of the scene. It's still going to... It might show us some rocks, but... Oh, this beautiful... We got the sky color. Wait, where is my ocean here? Where am I ocean? I just saw, oh, it is there. It's just invisible. Oh, it's this low alpha. Are we seeing through you? Oh, interesting. This is because it's in the G buffer and all this other crap. Render flag G buffer pre-pass. Get rid of all that. Do it like Chrysoia in assembly. This is as low as I can go. Oh look, we got some transparency. This is as low as I can go, man. Chrysoia's on a whole nother echelon of greatness. I'm just a mockery. Oh, there they are. Like, what are they? How shallow is this water? Do we kind of want the shadows, don't we? This is where things become complicated. Because it should receive shadows. But it's not part of the lighting pass. Wait, it is part of the lighting pass. Oh no. Well, we just need to write in the shadow map stuff to it. Do I do this now? At 3 hours? I guess how hard? Oh, this is where you need the depth testing, like how deep I am is how dark I am, how opaque I am. I want to redo the ocean. I want to redo to have like vertex animations, so it's actually moving. Whoa. Oh, this is actually a nice little Greaterino. Oh, whoa, that's super green. I mean, capturing the hearts. Oh, well, the legs go down so far. They just keep going. Yeah, not quite sure how this is all going to work, but you know. Well, what's up with my Shatterinis? Oh. Wait, what? That shadow is chilling. Oh, there's something up with... like the shadows only appear correctly on grass for some reason. Like, oh no, there's something's weird. Something weird hath happened. I broke the renderer. See that? That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. That one look okay, but something gone wrong. Something's off, mate. Something's off. The bias is all off. Why is the bias all off? Why is the bias all off? Is this to do with like culling? I thought this looked correct though. I thought it looked correct. Clear stack. I mean, these look right-ish. Oops. It definitely wasn't having gaps like that before. With this, even I could get that down to 0. I don't know what I've actually done there. Something has gone bad. Something's gone bad in the thing. And I don't know what I did. Did I change something? Go back and watch the video. Like, what did I change? Oh, you know what I might have changed? Did I try and get fancy and do something about this is what the shadow pass. We do this front cull face. What happens if I turn that off? I think we still want to do that. Do we change it? We do switch it back at the back of that. They immediately look different. Shadows look better. Grass. Quite magical. Quite magical, isn't it? I don't like how that button is like that. So why did it tell me to cull the faces? It was like, you get better results if you cull the faces. This Peter Panning thing. Yeah, true, you do get better results. Whoa, TV, man. This TV, I turned off the internet because I kept listening to me, and then now it's like, hey, are you sure you meant to do that? Yep. Oh, yeah. So it is this cull face thing. Do we want the depth test? I think we do. The whole point of shadows is depth testing. Yeah, no shadows. Weird. Maybe if... Nah. This is probably some complex issue with shadows. Yeah, see that? That wasn't doing that before though. Something has changed. It's this thing here. This, I think we changed this. Did I change this? Did I think I was fancy? No, that's not what it is either. Wow, that's so weird. What did I even change? I guess I'll get rid of this for now. I always do this here. Warning. Face culling issues have crept in. Cheers, Hefix. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Appreciate it. You know, feels very cool, man, to be see the project coming along too. He did it! Oh yeah. How long is it? Train. $12 mins. Oh, it's got the digested version. Well done, sir. I guess maybe it's not even opaque. Oh yeah, this ocean roughness. You know what we'll probably end up doing with the ocean is like doing a clamp on it or something? A step? Smooth step or something? Not having it like a real shader. Oh, and we could have it receiving shadows. Should we try doing that? We'll try doing that. The ocean shader, all it needs is so the PBR vertex shader, PBR fragment shader needs a shadow map and a shadow bias. It also needs a frag position light space. Calc shadow, like this calc shadow stuff. I mean, come on, man. So the shadow happens at calc shadow just after the lighting vectors. Oh no, it all looks different. This is like chaotic PBR stuff that I'm like, dude. Okay, float shadow equals calc shadow. We don't have the shadow map. We need this function, calc shadow, which is this function. We need these uniforms. $12.18. What a beauty. And we need this in vec for frag light space, which means we also need to calculate that vertex shader, which is, we need the out frag position light space, and we need to calculate that by, we need the light space matrix, and we need the frag position light space equals light space matrix. This. So we need to make sure to send this light space matrix. Oh, buddy boy. Let's just show. I'll just show you. I'll catch you up on what's been going on. We have a window render. We have a game viewport. That's quite nice. We have the ocean is back. It looks a bit crazy. Alpha it up a bit. Sky color it down a bit. We've got color grading. We've got color grading with these delicious oh, look at that. Oh, green light. I like this warm one. And what we added just now, I'll get rid of some of these trees. Get rid of some of these trees. We just added we just added water rocks. I thought those were the shadows, but they're not them. Yeah, we need shadows, which are supposed to be like bridge blockers. Oh no, debug assertion failed. Who called this? It is this draw green space text.text. It's this cell node cell offset. It's sending gobbledygook. Match case text. Node cell offset v3 dot c string. Really nice rocks. Let's rock. I think you need bigger rocks, more rock and wet, more bigger, wetter rock. Time to bust out the spicula. We could make them. We could even have them have a wetness map going up them. Not dynamic, but just set it in the shader. In the material. But what we were doing, what were we doing? Oh, we were trying to, set the, we need to ocean shader dot set mat 4 u light space matrix. Is that what it's called? Light space matrix. And we want to set it with genie renderer dot shadow. What is it? Renderer dot environment dot shadow light space matrix. Boom, that's one thing. And then we need to we need to give it the, what other things did it need? We send it that, it's going to send the frag space through, frag light space, ocean fragment shader. It's going to need the shadow map and the shadow boys. Yeah, boys. Oh, we need this in here. Ocean shader dot set float u shadow bias genie renderer dot environment dot shadow bias. And then we're just going to need to also get the shadow map. Chuck it in here. GL active texture 5, put it at 5, use shadow map. It's just going to work. Yeah, I'm going to watch it off stream. I could watch it on stream, but I think I'm going to watch it off stream. Where are my shadows? I see no shadows. Nah, I'll watch it off stream. I'm gonna furrow my brow. Okay, just to clarify, we need the ocean vertex shader, the U light space matrix. Then we set it here. Then we come in and get the shadow map. Oh wait, we need to actually do something with it. Where do we apply it? We apply it, we calculate the shadow, and then it's here. 1 minus shadow in dot L. We need to hear it. Oh, I see something. Oh, yes. Shadows on the ocean plain. Shadows on the ocean plain. Oh, shadows on the ocean plain. Oh. Nice long look. I can see the train on the ocean. Sorry. Well, that really is slow. Rocks, shadows on the ocean plain. This weird purple non-see-through ocean plain. Oh, look, we can look out to the ocean plain. But what we need to do is set the fog type to this. Oh, now we're fogging out. Man, I need to go full screen with this bad boy. Yes. The shadows are chasing a little bit. Hello, trees. Over here where we see this, where you can see the sun going off into the distance. Wait, where you can see the sun go. We can see the sun going off. There it is. Bring. Lovely. We did it together. Oh, why did I do that? Let's go to release mode. Let's go to release mode. Fix the ocean. Oh, not actual more coding. Can I just call it a day? This sucks doing this every time. Oh, yeah, buddy boy. Oh, yeah, if you make the sky color like some little majestic lighter color or something, and then you chuck a little... I can't see what's going on. Just be there. Be there. How about you be there? Train, go. Oh yeah, and then you need to change the fog type. Oh, magical. Am I gonna get I want to get a sweet sun. Oh, there it is. There it is. Yeah, 3 different IDEs. Indeed. It's the only way. Oh, whoa, that's getting a bit hectic. Give me some more fog density. Look at that. Whoa, that's hectic. Does this actually change the fog color? Oh, yeah. This needs to be carefully corrective. Yeah, GLSL, sorry, I'm just blasting this music. VS Code for GLSL Visual Studio for debugging, 10x for hardcore machine gun fingers. I kind of broke the, oh there it is, it's like that, it's like there somewhere. Yeah. Oh, and we need to just up the POV just slightly. Just a minimal change. Whoa, this is like people playing Apex Legends like this, like, can't make my POV go any wider. Need to see all. This is a focal length. A focal length experiment. Bang, 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 bang. Ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, ba-dum, dum, 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 dum. Have a flat plane instead of a pillar on the first bridge at the bottom. Yeah, the bridges have like, they don't have any geometry on the inside. I thought I'd be clever and not enclose them. Trick to make everything look tiny is have the camera far away with a very small FOV. Yeah, so that's kind of like what this main camera is. Ding, 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 ding. Oh. So this is like almost orthographic. You could make it fully orthographic by doing like that. But you need some sort of tilt shift or something for it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh yeah, when I go from camera to camera, it kind of breaks. That's like tilt shift. If you do this, if we had this, but we had depth of field, it would be very... having to change this every time. If we had depth of field, it would look like miniatures. Add cars. Whoa. This is like when you work in Unity and you change all the stuff and then you lose it all. Oh gosh, darn it. Wait, does this train just keep... Will it just keep adding to its... Shouldn't. We should probably debug that. Oh, they're picking up the cargo. Come on, guys, don't do that. Supplies none. Zips none. Oh no, the train can't hack it. It's got too much juice. Go train. Oh dude, it's trying so hard. We need to give it more horsepower. Yeah, you can see there where the it's just internal geometry only. Oh, this music's a bit much. Frame time 2 milliseconds. Sweet. Bridge rules, tree model. Oh, what did I think was going to happen today? I guess the bridge rules could be quite quick. What's this train speed? It is speeding up. Then it's going to get owned on this curve. It's like approaches 0. All right. See if I can just quickly smash up this rail.cpp. The bridge builder. Bridge builder update. All right, DL. I'll watch your video. Look forward to it. Thank you so much for doing that. You can make it so smoke goes black. Yeah, I thought that should it should crank when it's trying, and then when it's coasting, it's a little less. We need to check the match bridge height cells below the bridge, or a compatible bridge below. And if it's a cell, make sure it doesn't have an incompatible feature. Okay. Cell is active, so it won't let me build on all of this. So we could just say if cell beneath, has feature of type feature ocean rocks, or say let's just do if below index equals 0. So we are on the first bridge level. And we don't want to be build on certain things. Okay, if below index equals 0, if the cell beneath has feature ocean rocks, compatible cell equals false. Has incompatible, has rocks. Okay. Whoa, you can move it by holding it? Bridge. Oh, this is if cell is initialized. If it's not initialized. Dun, 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 dun. Whoops. Doing this opening the window each time is a little annoying.
System shut down.
Okay. We need our debug. We'll just pop this back in here. Right, all these helpful notes like bridge, step 0 down 0 has rocks. Nice. But if we go up one step, whoops. Boom, we can. Yeah, buddy, and we can build there. Do rocks and water have mossiness? Cool. And we kind of want to do the same thing for trees. If cell beneath, I guess these can all be else ifs, can't they? So if we find one, we don't need to do the rest. Cell beneath, I keep writing like that, beneath has feature of type feature trees. If below index equals 0, compatible cell step has trees. So it's fine to build on trees that are one below. So we can test this. Why is there a little tree down there? Who made there such a little tree? Why are they such a range of sizes? So doing one there and one there means is compatible. Say what? Great day. Great day, actually. So we're not triggering this, so cell beneath is initialized. Oh, this should be less than or equal to 1. I had this thing where one time I think it let me did it? Did that change hold? How annoying. Oh, doing this every time sucks. If the cell beneath has feature trees, do we set trees? Set feature trees. Feature type equals type. Okay, should work. Guess I can just put a thing there. It's not actually doing it. Ah, why are you in there? An error occurred in miscellaneous files while attempting to read. Document it has been renamed, deleted, or removed. File path. Yeah, how do I get rid of this file path? I want to get rid of you. Gotta go 5 a.m. Oh my gosh, come on, man. Thanks so much. Good to see ya. Good times. Wow, this is so tiny. Well, I guess I can keep it going. Cell beneath, F11, feature none. Down. Is this something to do with when we set feature on something? Cell feature, no feature. That doesn't seem so good. Cargo storage. Are we just never calling it? What if I plant trees manually? Trees. Oh, is it just something to do with the load save code? Oh. Oh, that would explain the bug. World load. Level load data. Storage bloody blah 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 blah. Grid load data. Load cell. Cells has trees. Okay. Cell. Set feature. Trees. Okay, now what? Now we're going to get a break and I'm going to be annoyed. Okay, so if we put a block here, but step 2 down 1 has trees. Do I not set compatible cell? Compatible cell equals false. It's not compatible. And then it says compatible cell equals is just set once. This, if I put a break there, So this is a way to wind the stream down with something real boring. Dude. Oh, do we need to put a break there or something? If not compatible cell, we have hit the ground. It is definitely saying this. What? Whoa. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Compatible cell. Break. We don't need to search further. We've hit the ground. Wait, what? What's the point of this compatible cell thing? If not compatible cell, can build bridge equals false. Dude, I'm confused. Mega confused. Why does this never trigger? Okay, can build bridge equals false. Do we have some weird can build bridge equals true? Still false. If can build bridge, false. Dude, didn't you just say can build bridge equals false? Now it's false. Step 2 down 1 has trees, right? Yeah. Cell beneath has feature trees. Cell has trees. Compatible cell equals false. That's it. Should these not be else ifs? Cell beneath initialized. Compatible cell. Debug color equals red. So confused. Yep. We definitely get this debug text. Has trees. Has trees exclamation point times 5. Can build bridge. Can build bridge. It says can build bridge. Just break here, okay? Break. I don't see, is there anywhere else that we use this? We've done compatible cell. Is this like outside the loop? No, we're inside the loop. We've set this can build bridge false debug text. Oh yeah, man. Color red. Setting can build bridge to false. I feel like it's that Patrick meme. So we found the trees, yes. And they're on this thing, yes. We set the compatible cell, yes. Can build bridge. So it's not doing that. It must be resetting compatible cell. Is it doing another iteration? It doesn't get to here. Oh, is this because of this break? Oh, it was because we break out of... Oh, okay. If compatible cell break. Right? I don't know. This is not getting down to that point where it actually sets the thing. Bridge, okay. Setting can bridge to false. But if I was to do like this, boom. Nice. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That works. For rocks. That works. Lovely. Lovely, I guess. I like the way it leaves little marks. So as a simple test, we put in rocks here, and then we say, cannot build a bridge there, but we can build a bridge there, chappy. Oh, but why can't I get this? Didn't we fix this bug? I just want to see what this... These trees look a lot better. There go the rocks. They're not very menacing. Oh no, the trees come through the thing. Okay. Just, oh no, we're in the tunnel. Oy, oy, oy. Rocks need to be a bit bigger, bro. Bigger, bro. Can we do some hideous... Maybe we need to make big rocks for the in the water. Tall boys. Bam, bam. Add ocean rocks. Can we do non-uniform scaling? Rock xf dot scale dot y equals 1 times equals 1.8f. Is this going to make some tall boys? Oh, hey, tall boys. That kind of worked all right. Nice. Bloody beautiful, my bloody beautiful. I've been taking these dogs out. It's been 1,000,000 years. The stream has been going on for 10,000 years. 4-hour stream. Let's just go back to our notes. Bridge rules for features. Yes. Tree model. Get rid of it. Call that one. Gonna be in a minute. Drop by the Emerald Falcon. Falcon. Yes. Well, thanks for dropping by. We are going to call this one done in 03:54:13. Had a good time. It's a good fun stream today. Productive stream. Fixed some things. We fixed the ocean. We even got little ocean shadows going on. Good times. It was good to hang out. Is that a dab? Have a good night. Yes. Fancy. Yeah, that was good. It's good to be back. Hopefully keep streaming this week. Unless work rears its ugly head. But we will deal with it. We will deal with it. Alright, all the best, everyone. Hope you guys have a great day, evening, something. Jeez, we got through the whole stream almost without a train horn. Train whistle. Oh, we can tick off some of these. Rock feature on level 0. Yes, rocks for water. Yes. Bridge rules for features 1 height below. Kind of. I can't really tick that off. Yes. Alrighty. Kaki day.